Hello everyone, in this video I am doing a line art in Speedpaint of this cute little mushroom. I think the inspiration for this little guy was from some cute images I found on Pinterest. I'm on Pinterest way too much, so I found way too many cute images, but for some reason this one stuck. I decided to do the base sketch off camera despite it being my favorite thing about illustrations. It made me feel more comfortable since I'm very new to Krita. I usually use, of course, my sketchbook to draw my cute illustrations, but I'm loving using digital software. It makes it feel so much more free to be able to make mistakes because you don't have to flip your pencil around or grab an eraser and erase something that you didn't like. So I like being able to just undo and fix everything. I struggled with his cap a little bit, trying to get the spots in the correct place, but it ended up going fine. I'm terrible at drawing grass, so I just made these cute little lines, and I think it worked out perfectly with the kind of art style that I was going with. I've been trying to figure out and learn how to use the fill tools and everything without having to physically paint by hand everything. I use watercolor brushes in this because watercolors for these illustrations I think are just the cutest thing. It's so easy from what I've seen now in Krita to make everything have like a watercolor texture just using their brushes. So I think it's so satisfying to use. I think it turned out really good. I'm trying to outline his cap here, and this took some time. It definitely took a good bit, and of course it's going by fast because I have the video sped up. But trying to outline all of those little edges on his undercap was something else. Now, I'm sorry if I'm dwelling way too hard on how these watercolor brushes look and how they work, but they are just so cute. I don't have a lot of experience doing watercolor on paper, but what I have done, I've made a mess, okay? Water will get everywhere, it'll be a mess. So if I can use Krita to make watercolor illustrations without actually having to use real watercolor, I'm happy. I mean, it doesn't feel the same. And I've seen people do real-time watercolor illustrations and everything, and it's really, really satisfying. But honestly, this works really well for me. Despite Pinterest being some of my inspiration, other illustrators and people that do magnificent art, my art style definitely comes from video games that I've played. Zelda Breath of the Wild is definitely one of them. It's one of the most beautiful games that I have ever played. So the little coric seeds and everything, I may do a video on that later on trying to sketch one out and do it in watercolor paint. I think it'd be so cute. But the little coric seeds and everything definitely inspired me to do art like this. They're just so adorable with like their little leaves and stuff, which is also a little bit of an inspiration for that too here, where he's looking at the leaf in awe, kind of. Just, it's really pretty, honestly. Here I'm kind of getting a little smart. I used the gradient tool to give some shadow on the cap. I was being lazy there, but I was running out of time. And then I went in and touched stuff up with some shading and went around the undercap. I wish I would have shaded a little bit more. But I think I was just getting in a rush. I was pressed for time. I probably worked on this piece for maybe an hour or two just to get the sketch right and everything and try to get the proportions. Like I said, I'm relatively new to doing digital art, so using my drawing pad was a little bit different, of course, than using a traditional sketchbook and pencil. But I definitely had a lot of fun shading in the grass and shading in his little leaf and everything. But it was so cute and fun to do. Like I said, the watercolors were probably my favorite part. So I hope you guys enjoy watching me paint this little shroomy with watercolors. Oh, how many times have I said watercolors in this video? But I will see you guys in the next video, and I hope you have a good day.